Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the video, the paid request, this time for Gia. Wanted me to do another comparison between Halloween 2, 1981 and Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 from 2009. First off, thank you for that. Second off, for anyone who wants to send in a request for review, topic, comparison, reaction, or commentary, or whatever, or stream, video game stuff, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box down below. Now, I don't know how long this video will take because there's really no comparison. The 1981 Halloween 2 is my favorite Halloween film. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I think, that or the first Rob Zombie is the worst Halloween film ever made. In fact, I do think Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 is the worst Halloween film ever made. So, like, you're making me compare... Not making me. These comparison videos are fun. The best Halloween, in my opinion, to the worst Halloween, in my opinion. I'm like, everything Halloween 2, 81 did good, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 did bad, and vice versa. Like, I look at Halloween 2 from 1981, and I see great look of Michael Myers, continuation of a story that people, including myself, liked. The first Halloween. Great setting of the hospital. Yes, I know it's one of the most loneliness, I can't even say the word, most barren, loneliest hospitals ever. But I still think it works for great atmosphere and lighting, and hospital was a very creepy place to be in anyway. It's a good setting for a slasher film. I do think you have some good kills. They amp up a bit of the bloodiness compared to the first. The score is fantastic. Love the score. I think the direction, Rick Rosenthal still did a feel of John Carpenter, but still making it a little bit of his own. Love the theme. The way they redid the Halloween theme at the beginning of the original Halloween 2. Jamie Lee Curtis, yes, people can make fun of the wig all they want, but I thought she did fine. And hell, she had as much to do here as she did in Halloween Kills. I would say she had more to do here because she got to kill Michael Myers. Shoot him in the fucking eyes. So, that was something more to do compared to Halloween Kills. Donald Pleasence as Dr. Loomis, very likable, easy to root for. The only time we get to see Jamie Lee Curtis and Donald Pleasence in the same frame. Because the original Halloween, it was either Jamie Lee Curtis or Donald Pleasence. Here, you see them in the same frame. It's the only time in the history of Halloween films we've seen Jamie Lee and Donald in the same frame. I think that's pretty cool. That was nice to see. And these two help each other, work together. One gives up his life, so we think, until Halloween 4. Or if it ends here, gives up his life and to help and save Jamie Lee Curtis and fuck up Michael Myers. Jamie Lee Curtis finishes the job. Halloween 2, the end of the night he came home. You truthfully didn't need any more Michael Myers movies after that. You really didn't. I still liked Halloween 4, but again, if you ended after Halloween 2, I would not shed a tear. Or you can have Halloween 3, this is different, and just leave it at that. Although, yes, I do like Halloween H2O, despite his faults. I do like Halloween 4, despite some faults. But it did not need to be a franchise that's now 13 movies with this new one coming up. 13. I'm trying to think with the original Halloween 2. Again, yes, I know the hospital is very barren. How come it's so barren? How come there's no one there? How come it feels like there's like no other patients in this hospital? I've never seen a hospital like this. I get it, but I still like the atmosphere. I could deal with it. Last Guest, I wish they kept the other ending where Lance Guest is in the ambulance with Laurie Strode. Otherwise, it just like he slips and he falls and then he passes out. And it's like, is he dead? Is he not dead? Well, he wasn't meant to be dead. I wish they just kept that in the theatrical version. Like I said, Halloween 2 is my favorite of the Halloween films. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, you get Rob Zombie's wife, who can act. You got Scott Taylor, Strata Compton, who can act. At least not in this. Maybe another movie she can, but she couldn't in this, so blame that on the writer, Rob Zombie. So, yeah, Rob Zombie can't write. Maybe I should have put that word. Rob Zombie can't write. His way of writing is these stupid paramedics. One of them, forget the actor's name, he was in 3 from Hell as the new Richard something. Richard, I forget his name. He was in Doom 2005 as the asshole guy. He was like 3 from Hell as the new cohort of the Firefly family. Richard Brake, maybe his name. Could be wrong. When they hit like a deer or something and then they crash and the guy's like, fuck, 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 fuck. It's like Rob Zombie was literally trolling people. You think I just write curse words? Well, here you go. I'm like, yes, I do, and you proved it. And from just the Michael Myers, like making him over the top, 8 feet tall, 3 feet wide, looking like a homeless version of Rob Zombie. Are you a giant? Yeah, I'm gonna step on your face. Get out of my face. With a bat that looks like someone wiped their ass with. Dreaming about fucking white horses. Great, he's dreaming about Trigger from the Roy Rogers westerns. And dreaming about his mom as if he's got a Jason Voorhees, like, Rob Zombie, you sure you didn't get this confused with Jason Voorhees with the whole mom thing? And well, the white horses is symbolism for bullshit. That's what this movie is, bullshit. Michael Myers looking like a hobo. Anytime there's that attack scene, fucking shaky. Does that mean it's intense? What's this? It's definitely intense. Rob Zombie, yeah! Yeah, Rob Zombie, yeah! Yeah! Kill off Daniel Harris, which was, you almost killed off in the previous one. You just finished her off here. Each attack scene doing like this, like someone got a bit of arthritis. This big, like, trying to do the hospital, but then it being a whole dream. And this is not like a 5-minute scene. This goes on what feels like 20 minutes. It goes on for a long time. I'm like, wow, all of this for one big dream scene that really didn't mean anything. It was just as a swerve. Because it goes on for so long. Well, it can't be a dream. Haha, it is. Great. So now you have less time to tell your actual fucking story. And Scott Taylor, Strata Compton, I'm sorry, the way her character's written is unlikable. It's bratty. Having all these cameos are just there for cameos. There's Margot Kidder. Rest in peace to her. There's... I'm trying to remember who else was in this. The only person I liked in both of those Rob Zombie films was Brad Dourif as the sheriff. Now, if you did this whole thing with Brad Dourif, his point of view, his perspective, the first Rob Zombie Halloween and the second one, maybe I could give you something. Like if both those movies were from his point of view, as a kid, living in Haddonfield, that's what happened to the Myers house. He grows up to be sheriff. We're telling from his point of view. It's like similar to the first movie, the original Halloween, but it's from the sheriff's point of view. And then you could change it up so it's not a carbon copy. Same with this, tell it from the sheriff's point of view. Have we ever had a Halloween film from the sheriff's point of view? No. That would be interesting. You're the sheriff of a town that has been terrorized, especially in a sequel, if you do it in that, terrorized by Michael Myers. What do you do? How do you control the townsfolk? How do you make it so that people aren't hurting themselves? From his point of view, that could be interesting. That could be intriguing. No, Michael Myers, this is my town now, not yours. You know, this town's under my protection. If it was Brad Dourif as the lead, I think it could have had something really good, because he brings a sense of humanity and decency, and I will say I think he does a better job than the Charles Cyphers from the first movie. And I don't mind Charles Cyphers, but I think Brad Dourif does a better job. I think he brings more to the character. I think he brings a bit more pathos. Well, that's a bit... I don't think you can use pathos, that word, with these movies, but he brings a bit more to the table. He really does. I would just make the movie about him. Fuck this new Laurie. She's unlikable. She's irritating. I don't care. I don't care about the fucking white horses. I don't care about the fucking giant. I don't care about the fucking hobos. I don't care about the fucking Scott Taylors. The ending where Michael Myers talks, grunts, had an orgasm, whatever the fuck he had. I looked at the finale of both. The original Halloween 2. This tense moment where Michael Myers is bleeding from both of his eyes. This cool shot of the blood and almost hitting the 2. Donald Pleasant giving his life. Well, I guess really Jamie Lee Curtis didn't finish the job. She watches Michael Myers come out and then fall. So I would say really it was Jamie Lee Curtis that shoots and Donald Pleasant finishes the job. That's a better way to put it. That's a great way to end it. In this, you're in this sad sack wannabe love shack where now Scott Taylor is seeing the mom and the white horse because something, I guess, supernatural, or because they're related, so they think or feel or see the same thing. Malcolm McDowell playing a douchebag Loomis unlikable. Like, they make Laurie Strode unlikable, and they make Loomis unlikable. Yeah, that's such a great idea. I guess, hey, that's the way to be different. Doesn't mean I have to like it. Doesn't mean I think it's a good idea. Malcolm McDowell just caring about his sales, and then at the end, trying to turn a new leaf, but fails. He just dies. And then Michael Myers, again, depending which version, like he talks or grunts or orgasms, yeah. And then she comes out with a fucking mask on, and she's in an insane asylum, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, because she's seen white horses. I guess if I saw Rob Zombie's wife all the time in my head, too, I'd probably go crazy, too. Unless she takes off her clothes, then I'd be fine. There's no comparison. The original Halloween 2 does everything better. I mean, the music in H2 from 2009 isn't even that good. The White Horse is fucking stupid. Jack Jar horse shit. Why is it stupid? Because it doesn't really bring anything much to the table in terms of psychological evaluation on Laurie Strode or Michael Myers. It tries to explain this thing with a white horse that Michael Myers didn't fucking see or think or feel about in the first movie. Or I should say the previous movie. The first in this of 2 movies. Something he never thought about. But now he does. Just Rob Zombie wanted to be weird for weird's sake. It just makes it look goofy and silly in the long run. in the short run. So, yeah, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, just like his Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, can suck it. The original Halloween 2, still a classic to me. Still love it. What can I say? The way it's filmed, the way it uses widescreen cinematography like the first film did, the way the hospital and sequences of that nature are lit. It has a little bit more violence, but it doesn't go overkill to the point of being ridiculous. And there's no white horses. Another bullshit. Yeah, people you can like and root for. So, fuck Rob Zombie. I like his music. His direction and writing sucks. Especially his writing. I think that's his biggest problem is his writing. His direction and other films could maybe work, but his writing is terrible. He's not good at writing scripts. Brad Dourif should have just been the lead, and I think that could have helped. Not saved it, but could have helped a lot. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.